ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਲੀਡਰ ਜਗਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਅਟਲਾਂਟਿਕ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੌਰੇ ਤੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਵੋਟਰ ਜੋ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੀ ਲਾਗਤ ਨਾਲ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ, ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੰਤੁਸ਼ਟ ਹਨ। ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਨੇ ਲਿਬਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਰੋਸੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਪਲਾਈ ਸਮਝੌਤੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਕਿਫਾਇਤੀ ਪਹਿਲਕਦਮੀਆਂ ਲਈ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੰਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਦੇਖਭਾਲ, ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਕਿਰਾਏ ਦੇ ਪੁਰਖ ਅਤੇ ਜੀਐਸਟੀ ਛੋਟ ਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਗਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੈ। ਜਗਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੋਰਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਬਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਯਕੀਨੀ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿੱਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਏ ਜਾਣ।
These large corporate grocery stores have made record profits. Not just annual profits, but record profits. They're making more money than they've ever made before. Just in last year alone, 2022, the combined profits of Metro, Loblaws, and Sobeys was over $3 billion. While making that type of record profit, they can't even afford to pay their workers a decent wage. And I remember when the Dominion workers were on strike demanding fairness. And right now, Metro workers in the GTA are demanding fairness. These are workers working for companies posting record profits that aren't even able to shop in their own stores that they work at. On top of that, Canadians are struggling week in, week out to try to buy their groceries. They go in to buy groceries that they could afford one week. They go in the next week and it's even more and they can't afford it. People are putting items back on the shelf, items that they used to be able to afford, and they're putting it back on their shelf. I can't imagine how families are coping with not only the cost of grocery prices going up, but on top of that, the price of everything going up. And what makes it all so much worse is that we've got these corporate grocery stores that are posting record profits. They're gouging Canadians. They're making more money than ever before while Canadians can't afford to buy their groceries. So we're saying enough's enough. Workers are saying enough's enough. We need to stop letting these grocery stores continue to gouge Canadians. We've seen 8 years of Justin Trudeau, and he has not stood up to the corporate greed of these CEOs that are jacking up the prices of their food while people are struggling. And we know this is a fact because we called on the Competition Bureau to investigate, and they found conclusively that the profit margins are going up for these large corporate grocery stores. So that means they are absolutely gouging Canadians while they're struggling, while they're already down. So we're calling for an end to this gouging of Canadians, an end to the free ride of these corporate grocery stores, making sure they pay their workers a fair share, a fair salary, but also making sure the prices are fair as well. So the three things we're proposing. First of all, I should say, not only do the Liberals not do enough on this, and they're not even willing to mention corporate greed, the Conservatives are not willing to tackle corporate greed. They're not going to do anything to take on the high price of groceries. They're not willing to call out the greed of these CEOs. We're not going to take on these corporations, but we are. We've got a three-part plan. First of all, we've got to increase the competition. 3 large corporations own the vast majority of grocery stores in our country, and that means it is harder to get fair prices. So we need to increase more competition, particularly independent and local grocery stores. Secondly, we need to stop the free ride. We need stiffer and bigger penalties for price fixing. That's happened in Canada when it comes to bread. We need stiffer penalties to discourage that.